No cap, this trick is bussin'. No cap, if you do this trick, you might just get yourself some top. No cap, my father left me early in life. Why bother doing an intro? I should just get into the trick, right? Why should I even show you my face before you actually get to the nitty gritty of this trick? The meat and potatoes, if you would. I don't know. So let's just get right into the trick and show you what it is that I'm talking about that's gonna get you some mad chicken, you know what I'm saying? No cap. Penguin Magic sent these bad boys to me, the roasters. They sent them. I'm very gracious that they sent me some playing cards. These are coffee related. I'm a fan of coffee. I like coffee. I grind my beans, and this grinds my gears that I got playing cards in a good way. In a good way. I like my gears being ground to a pulp. And these cards do just that. So check them out. Thank you, Penguin. But we have a simple trick, my friends. Nothing complicated. Why complicate your life? Look, here we go. We have a card selected. They could touch with their dirty fingers any card they want. Let's say it's that one. So they remember the Ace of Hearts, which is lost in the middle of the deck. Never to be seen ever again. Look at that. No moves whatsoever, my friends. I don't need to do any moves. Look at these empty hands, boys. No hands. Over here, your card makes its way to the bottom of the deck. That wasn't your card. Oh, I forgot. You have to do this. You have to do this. You see what that does? Now your card makes its way to the bottom of the deck. There you go. Magical. Wasn't that magical? I think that was pretty magical. Your card was in the middle, now it's on the bottom. And I'm going to show you how to do that. Whoa. What's up, dogs? This trick is from Ed Marlowe. It's called Oh, I Forgot. When I was younger, I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but I really didn't have a lot of money. So my mom couldn't really spend a lot on the DVDs and videos that would have made me a better virgin back then. So what I would do is I would scour the internet for descriptions of tricks, and I would try to figure them out. I try to figure them out so that way I wouldn't have to actually have my mom spend the money in order to get me the videos and DVDs when I was just learning. So I would just make up stuff. That's it. I would read the effect and I would make things up. And this is the perfect example. All I did was I read the description of the trick, and the trick said the magician fails to find a card, and then they snap the deck, and then the card appears on the bottom. And this is how I thought Ed Marlowe did it. And guess what? Many years later, when I was able to procure said DVD, that's exactly how he did it. So this is credited, obviously, to Ed Marlowe, who really can't stop me from showing it because he's dead now. But it's a great trick, and you should definitely check out the rest of the DVD that this came from, which is called The Legend, which is in fact accurate if you are of the DJ Khaled vernacular, because it's from a legend in Ed Marlowe. Oh, have I taken the opportunity to mention the Pig Cake Magic Academy, where you get 2 new videos every single week going over card and coin stuff? Look at all the stuff scrolling right next to me. That's all stuff you get access to the moment you sign up immediately, and 2 additional videos that I don't post anywhere else, bringing the grand total to 4 videos every single week, going over every aspect of magic. What? That's a bargain if you ask me, so check it out. The link is in the description section below. So here's a trick. Very, very simple, my friends. We're going to control the card to the bottom. We're going to cop it, and then we're going to replace the cop, and we're going to do a little bit of a magic move. That's it. That's the trick. Super simple to do. If any of that scares you, you've probably seen a vagina. So let's just get into it for those of you guys that may have actually gotten some and don't know what it is that I'm talking about. So here, we're going to have the spectator touch any card they want, and we're going to control it to the bottom. Now, my favorite method is using a spread call, right? So in this case, I'm going to call any random card. If you don't know what a spread call is, again, I suggest for you to look at the advert that I just placed. But we're going to have that spread called card. So now when the spectator touches any card, look at what happens. Look at how easy that card is to slide back and forth because of that previously called card. It makes it so much easier. But you don't need to do that. You don't need to do that. You could just have a card picked, and all you're going to do is control it directly to the bottom of the deck. The easiest way to do that is to get a pinky break. So right now, let's say I have a pinky break right there below the 5 of diamonds. And I'm just gonna look right here. Look, transfer it over and cut it to the bottom of the deck. So now that card's on the bottom. Super simple, easy to do. You just transfer it to a thumb break, which sounds complicated. Trust me, it's not. It just does it automatically when I hold it with my right hand. If I'm holding it with my left hand, look at that. There's the pinky break with my pinky. If I hold it with my thumb, it just automatically jumps to and all I'm doing is grabbing this, half of this, putting it here and then grabbing all of it and putting it on top, and we have a control to the bottom. Now the next step here is of course to feign that you have messed up, which is done by the clever use of a cop. A cop is just a simple technique in Magic where you are just taking that card. You see that? I've taken it. I've taken that card in my hand. It's as easy as just leaving it there. Now there's a deep cop, right? There's a medium cop. There's a high cop. There's a high cop, almost a thumb palm, if you want to call it that. But for this, we're going to be using what is a deep cop. So you can see that I could show the card like this, and my hand still looks relatively normal because it was just holding a deck of cards. So that's all that they see here. So let's go and show you how to do that. So this is just a bare bones simple method, nothing complicated. When I get that card to the bottom, I'm just going to get a pinky break above the card. So I do that by buckling with this upper right corner. That buckles, that opens up, much like my PE teacher in elementary school, what he would do to me. So right now, this is me, metaphorically, and this right here, the buckling, is done by my PE teacher because he's opening me up. Like, comment, and share. So at this point, look at what's going to happen, right? I'm just going to simply bring the cards back. So as I bring it, it's just naturally going to put that card in a thumb break. I'm just going to bring it back to approximately my ring finger or maybe my middle finger. It's going to depend on how you want to do this. But I'm just going to bring the deck back just like this. And here, all I'm going to do is just leave that card as I bring the deck forward. That's all that's happening. So I'm leaving this card as I bring the deck forward. So from the front, you really can't see much. It just looks like you're squaring up the cards, just like that. But really, look what I have here. That card is jutting out. So you're going to have to mind your angles here. But if you're looking with the card straight up and you're angling your knuckles towards their eyes, they're not going to be able to see anything. They're not going to see anything. And also, they're spectators. They're troglodytes. They can't see anything to begin with anyways. So here, look at what's going to happen. You're just simply going to take the deck. You're going to tilt your hand and say your card makes its way to the bottom, the 9 of diamonds. And they're going to say no. And you go, oh, I forgot, which is, of course, the name of the trick. So when you go, oh, I forgot, all you're going to do is just take back the actions. You see this? So I'm going to place this back on my hand. I'm going to bring it back to where the card is, pick that card up, and bring it back to the same position that it once was, like this. So all that's happening here is I'm just squaring up the cards. I'm showing them, apparently, their card, which is on the bottom of the deck, which it's not, right? They're going to let you know because, of course, they're going to let you know. And here I'm just going to square it up, re-put that card on the bottom as I bring the deck back to this position so I can hold it with my thumb and hit it, which is the thing that I forgot. Oh, I forgot to hit it because that's what does it. You see, that's what does the magic. And now when I show them the bottom card, there's a nice transformation because now they see that it's their card. So it's almost like a nice little color change. So it's a quick trick. It's easy. It's not really that complicated, but it's very visual because they get a transformation. They get a change. So something is different here, and that attracts them to you. So you become more attractive to them. Yo, straight up though, that trick no cap was bussin', B. Almost makes you want to jump on your homies, D. But for those that want to really hone in on your virginity, you could look this trick up. It's called Ed Marlowe's Oh, I Forgot. The first time I saw it was on a DVD set known as The Legend. That's where I saw it. Of course, he's published it many times before, I believe. I'll leave the crediting in the description section below. But I think it's a wonderful trick and one that helps you get away with the balls needed in order to do a cop. Right? Because you're doing a cop, but there's heavy misdirection. You're looking at the packet, right? So even if you cop the cards like this, right? Even if you cop the cards like this, it doesn't matter because they're looking at this, because you're looking at it. So when you regroup it, there's a lot of misdirection. So it helps you develop the bolas, the chutzpah, as my Jewish buddies might say, in order to actually get away with doing a cop. So go ahead and show that trick to your friends. Show it to your family. And then let me know if that got you laid, because that's what I'm here for. I'm here to get you some pussy. I just want to apologize for the vulgarity of this particular episode. I'm a little bit hungover, to be honest, even though I really haven't had much to drink the night before. And it's just manifesting itself in the context of this video. So please, I apologize. But that's the trick. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys perform it. As far as what I am going to leave you with at the end of the video as, you know, a little bit of advice. You know, I almost got scammed. I almost got scammed recently, and you should probably tune in to the most recent episode that's going to happen of the Pigcast where I talk about the scam, because it was very annoying and it's very obnoxious that people do scams like these to the elderly, and they almost got me with it. Of course, they weren't going to get me with it because I'm familiar with the scam, but I'll talk about it on my next episode. Not on the most recent, but on the next episode of the Pigcast, which is my live podcast that I do every Wednesday and Sunday. I haven't done it on the previous because I was traveling. So I was going to the middle of Florida as to what I refer to as Swingerville. So I couldn't do the last one that I usually do on Sunday. But I believe in this Wednesday I'll probably do one. So put that in on your boy's dick.